It's just not. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's just not their position anymore.
It's more positionless.
It's mostly like point forwards. If you ask me, like the Lakers don't have a point guard to me. It's LeBron. Well, I'll give that to Dame, but a lot of times Giannis is dribbling the ball down court. So
I look at Draymond Green as a point guard for the Golden State Warriors. I don't look at Steph. I look at Draymond. He orchestrates he gets everybody involved.
Look at the champions. Look at the Celtics. Drew not coming up orchestrating. Tatum bringing that bitch up.
No, not against Steph Curry. When I look at them play, I haven't had this season, but as the past, when I watch them play, Steph Curry's able to run around, get off screens, and get himself open to knock down shots. And the first 9 times I see him throwing the ball is Draymond Green. And there's no knock on that. I think that's fine. I like that. I love that offense, especially when they prime.
Steph still sets up the offense. He just do it off the
ball. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I look at it, it be Draymond.
Again, he's off the ball when he's doing it, for sure.
I like that. And I like how that flow.
That is a great.
But see, my only argument is if we're going to compare Chris Paul to what you said and say you can't name 5 point guards better than him since he's coming to the league, but you're only judging them off what Chris Paul does and what the theory of a point guard is. That's not what being a point guard has been the last.
I asked you a question. You can say you think other niggas.
You know what I'm saying? But no, because you gave it that criteria. Because when we said it, we started naming niggas, and you like, well, if we do it like that, I can name 10 people. But I'm like, but if you're breaking it down to simply being a floor general, ball in your hand orchestrator, that ain't how the game ran.
Let me ask you a question. Would you ready? So you would have if you pick in the draft, you drafted. You rather have Ja Morant when you have Ja Morant, all them boys over Chris Paul as your point guard?
In their prime? Everybody in their prime?
Yes.
Russ, yes. Ja, no. Give me Chris Paul over Ja.
I ain't seen enough from Ja. Don't say Ja always hurt. Give me
Chris Paul over Russ also.
How many guys are you taking that point guard over Chris Paul since he's been in the league?
That's a better way to frame it.
That's a much better way to frame the question.
All right, now
I'm taking Steph Curry.
Okay.
Steve Nash.
No, we're not gonna do that. That's what I'm saying. And this is what gets weird. What is James Harden?
He's a point guard now for sure.
And he's always played the way he pretty much played. 30 and 10. This like
I'm not mad at you looking at him as a 2 guard, I'm not mad at him as a 1. But how many guys at that point you taking over Chris Paul?
All right, let me see.
We can get back to that. We can put a pin in the Couture in here. We can put a pin in it, but that's the concept me and him was having. We don't gotta go deep into it right here, right now. I really want an honest answer. I don't want to damn I forgot this or that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take D Rose over him too. D Rose.
That was my next one. Yeah, I'm like, especially if we just saying skill set, like.
But I'm gonna have to take Nash away because Nash don't play the. I know we're talking about just pure point guard.
But
Nash
as your point guard,
defense. Yeah, Nash don't play the defense that Chris Paul plays, so I gotta slide him down. Chris Paul probably makes mine, but shot him and Russ got a 30-point triple-double, man. It's a good question though. Good question. You're right.
I mean, but obviously Luka, like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about.
If I need a point guard, it wouldn't be Luka. But if I need somebody who with at 5, which is no positionless, hell yeah, give me Luka.
You be minimizing Luka then.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
If you only want him to be a scorer, or what do you? So let me ask you what you're saying. For what you mean?
If I need a hoop or somebody can score the ball on my team, I'm Luka one the first one to grab him for sure. The only for a point guard, I wouldn't put him on my team.
If it's Chris Paul and Luka right there, you got nobody else on your team. They're the best 2 players left in the draft. You got to get a point guard first. You don't get Chris Paul and his prime or Luka.
Who on my team? Do I need a facilitator? Or do I need
nobody's on your team. You got to pick an order. They're the last 2 point guards left. Which one are you taking? I can't believe you're thinking about this. This is
right. This is not even you. You thinking this hard gives a lot of love to Chris Paul. I respect it.
No, I follow Chris Paul since way forward. I like the way he plays basketball. I like the way he can get everybody involved, get everybody warmed up, and then if everybody cold, he can knock down the shots. You just can't foul him play with him like that because he get to the free throw line, he can knock it down. He can stay in front of you. He will be competitive. He's somebody with a competitive edge that ain't just get hold with a big time name coming in that building. Like I'm looking at every attribute as a player, not just how he can jump, not how well he can score the basketball. That's just me personally. As a point guard, I think that matters. That's just my opinion.
It does, but I don't know about that making him over Luka. But hey,
I mean, I'm not saying if I need, it depends what I need and what I'm going for. If I just need shit, if I'm getting LeBron, then I don't need Chris Paul. I have to get Luka. I get Luka and Bron, and they go from there. You see what I'm saying? I want to get Chris Paul at all. He's gonna be a thought. If I need somebody, if I want a team of scorers, and I need somebody to goddamn, hey, get everybody involved, keep everybody happy, and keep everybody in line. Hell yeah, give me Chris Paul all day long. Fuck that.
Chris Paul ain't even better than Tony Parker, man. Like,
I disagree. Tony Parker 5.
That's a great conversation. That's a great conversation.
I think Tony Parker get, especially playoffs. But give me Chris Paul, dog.
That's a great conversation.
Give me Chris Paul.
I ain't mad at it, man. But I don't know. We'll have that conversation. We'll bring the guest on and topic, and we'll get to it, man. We'll talk more NBA. You know what I'm saying? As the season keeps heating up, you know what I'm saying? We'll tap in. Cause y'all kind of dug that LaMelo Ja question I threw out there. Who y'all starting with?
Man, shit, we had a conversation about this when walk in, pull up. Be quiet.
Why you put me out there like that? Niggas ain't need to know that I ain't pull up.
Yeah, niggas need to know that. You do not fuck with the game.
Yeah, I don't fuck with them.
We're gonna move this along. We're gonna move it along, bro. But we're gonna get to college football. You know what I'm saying? The season is officially over. I don't know if y'all seen that shit going viral. So y'all know Travis Hunter played his last game and balled out. Y'all seen him and this girl getting into it. It was like, nigga, I was like, he said like the game is over and she on the sideline mad about something. I don't know. Arguing with his girl after having his biggest day. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Let's talk about it, because I didn't know that. Hey, boy. You better get ready for that shit. Not you, Jeremy. I'm talking about Travis Hunter. Like, that would come with that shit.
I wasn't thinking he was
I'm making my eye contact. I just making sure. He wasn't no underground shit. But nah, that's crazy. Like, this man played last college football. You couldn't mask that shit till y'all got back home.
It just had a game. Game is like 3 touchdowns, a pick, 3 pass breakup.
And we talking about this shit. Not how we feel he should be a Heisman winner. We talking about that too, but man, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for him.
It was just a funny incident. That, you know, I knew that you would take some interest in, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was interesting too. It was funny. But since we talk about him, we talk about potential Heisman winners. The season's pretty much over. We getting into
hold on, what you ain't got nothing to say about that? How you feeling? If you had a big
she would have been mad at me.
Huh?
She would have been mad at me that day.
Why?
I'd have walked away from her.
You gave a fuck.
Bro,
that's a fact. Walk. Hats off to Travis Hunter because he walked and tried to explain like he gave a fuck in that moment. I wouldn't have gave no fucks in that moment.
But after a while, he just kept walking. Like I would have like, I got what? I'm projected to be a top 5 pick. I'm already making millions, finna be making more millions, and you mad whatever you mad about in that crowd. And I'm, you know, obviously we don't know what was going on. We're not trying to speculate.
She might have an honest reason to be mad.
It not for that.
I'm not saying it's okay to do it, but I'm saying she may have a good reason to be mad. But even
I'm sure.
And if you mad, holler at me at home. We live together.
And the whole world knows this.
You said that he needs to get ready for that, but she also does. Like, how many times have we hopped on Twitter or whatever and they talk about Savannah? She ain't did nothing. She just sitting at the game. Like, if you're the wife or the girlfriend of a superstar, bro, you're gonna be news too.
Yep.
Wait till you get home for that. But I mean, they're young though. She's young, so
for sure.
I'm sure they hashed it out or he broke up with her ass. No in between. One of those two.
One of the other.
I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to see.
I would have walked away from that shit. Real shit.
No, he handled it. That's a fact. I ain't think about that. He did handle it very maturely. Like you can tell he loved the girl because he gave a fuck in his biggest moments. He even give you this back and forth.
That moment is about me. I'm sorry. Yeah. That moment is about me. Sometimes we need to be more selfish with our moments. That moment is about me. Not even the team.
When you say who you talk about when you say that?
Everybody, like family and relationships, everything. Like that moment for Travis Hunter, that wasn't about Colorado. It wasn't about, and shout out to Dion for never making it about Dion when it comes to Travis Hunter. He always let Travis Hunter have his moment. That was about him. 3 touchdowns and a pick. Who's doing that?
Nobody.
And you want to come down and talk about whatever you like? Just we can talk about
that shit. Could not have weight in
unless my mama slapped you in the crowd. If my mama slapped you in the stands, you can tell me about that. But anything else, it's nothing for. And you know what? Why my mama slap you? What you do to her?
Exactly. And you ain't bleeding, you ain't in the hospital. We talk about it later. It don't have to be talked about right now. She ain't break your jaw.
He made a statement, bro. Travis Hunter really made a statement. Y'all said I couldn't do this both ways shit. I'm one of the people that did not think it was possible. I did that shit and I stamped it on my last game. And this what they talking about?
Not for sure.
Hey man, be prepared for that shit, man. Hey, man, line, be prepared for that shit.
When I seen the stat that he had 4 out of his 24 games with at least 100 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, it's crazy work. It's crazy work. You know what I'm saying?
Heisman, that man.
So while we talk about it, the Heisman race is up. Obviously he wasn't a candidate for the best DB award. I apologize. I had the Thorpe Award, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a finalist for that. He's going to be a Heisman finalist. How do y'all see this Heisman thing playing out?
Travis Hunter. That's it.
I know. Walk, I know you got a lot of conflicting feelings about the Heisman. Like, what's your game plan or how you think it's going to fall into place?
What do I want to happen or what I think is going to happen?
Let's get both.
What I think is going to happen, I think it's just like the MVP. I think it's a quarterback award. I think they're going to give it to Cam Ward.
Hell no. Hold on. Do you think
hold on.
No, real quick. I ain't trying to cut you off. I got a question for you. Do you believe, even though you gave me the information that said that Cam Ward numbers right now is
that was as of like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I know what you're about to say. But yeah, you can go ahead and tell me.
So it got he's super exceeding the numbers as of right now. You're saying?
No, it was the same numbers through the same amount of games, not the same numbers for the whole season. It was through the same amount of games.
Oh, so you think they got the same numbers now?
I doubt it.
Who they have better numbers?
Cam got it's Jaden, but Cam got 4,100 yards, 36 touchdowns to only 7 picks.
And Jay Daniels had how many? You know,
I ain't got it up. But regardless, you ask me what I think they're gonna do. That's what I think they're gonna do. What I think they should do, I think Ashton Jeanty should get it.
For the people that don't know for the people who don't know who Ashton Jeanty is, let them know, because he hasn't been a household name.
Yeah, he plays running back for Boise State. I think it should be between him and Travis Hunter. Let me add though that I think it should be a pick'em, right? But I don't think the voters. I don't think people like Colorado and like Dion, so they skew their shit, because if we're being totally honest, Shedeur should be sitting up there too. He shouldn't win it over Cam, in my opinion. Cam has been better, objectively better, but he should have the opportunity to sit up there.
That was my next question. Like, how do y'all feel like? Do y'all feel like Shedeur should be in the conversation?
He's either first or second in touchdown pass. I can't remember. McCord from Syracuse might have called him after his game against Miami, but he's either first or second in touchdown passes. That matters.
Hold on, let me see.
He shouldn't win it.
Why do you think he's not a finalist?
I don't think the finalists have came out, but I don't think that they like Dion.
Was he always in that though? In the finalists?
It's always projections. They don't really be having the finalists until they have the finalists.
Hold on, so you mean even people that name has not been talked about as much, but then in the season has became a finalist?
Oh, that I don't know, but
So like, Shador, I'm sorry, did not cut you off. Shador, he had almost 4,000 yards. He had 3,926 yards. He had 35 touchdowns, 8 picks, and he had almost a 75% completion percentage.
He deserves to sit up there, but he shouldn't get it over any of those other three. But he does deserve a seat.
For sure.
Yeah, I would say
it's 4 finalists.
Huh?
It's 4 finalists.
I'm sure it's usually like 3, 4. Yeah.
3, 4. Okay.
Yeah. He deserves it. But back to my pick. I'm going with Genty. Like, he's the only reason Boise State is ranked this high. Granted, their defense has played better than it has in the past, but
yes,
2,400 rush yards and 28 touchdowns. I don't know how to argue against that. And I get it with the Travis Hunter plays both ways and stuff, but I don't think Travis Hunter dominated on both sides. I think he dominated on offense. Unfortunately for cornerbacks, when they don't throw your way, a lot of people don't see it as dominating, even though it really is. But we care about picks and flash plays in college. Let's just keep it real, right? You want somebody that got 6, 7, 8 picks, not somebody that got 3 or 4. Even though the nigga with 3 or 4 who they not throwing at, he's the real shutdown. But in college, it got to show up. It got to show up on the stat. And in NFL too, like, you're not winning Defensive Player of the Year as a corner with only 3 or 4 picks. You're going to have 8, 9, 10, 11.
No. Or it got to be a down year because Gilmore, I think Gilmore had like 3.
What? You said for what?
Got to be a down year for
it's not a down year. He dominated on offense, though. That stat you gave, what you say, every 6 games, every 4 games, that's a crazy stat. Nobody else will ever have that statistic, ever.
Yeah,
but for me, I got Genty because you can stack the box. You can do whatever you want. He can run outside. He can run inside. He can catch it out the backfield, whatever you want to do. 28 touchdowns is crazy. That means
he's a bell cow. He's a bell cow, man.
Yeah, he had 30-something carries last Saturday. So that's my pick. But it's like 51-49. Long as it's him or Travis Hunter, I feel like they did right. Long as it's one of them.
I feel like Travis Hunter's gonna win the Heisman. I feel like bro gonna win the Heisman. I don't really have much to add there. Much love to Genty. Watching Boise State has been fun because of him. And their defense. Their defense have like a couple Boise State games that I did get a chance to like watch. He pops off the screen. But then about 4 or 5 carries, he's gonna do something that make you like, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, I'm not mad at Genty. I think Cam Ward's chances are slipping, but I understand wanting to make it a QB award, but it's not as QB driven or QB centric, in my opinion, as the MVP, the NFL MVP, or something like that. So I think there is still room for a running back or a 2-way wide receiver DB to come in and snatch it. I think Cam Ward would have had to go crazy to kind of offset this Travis Hunter momentum and this Travis Hunter production. And I don't think he went crazy enough. So I think Travis Hunter gonna get it done.
Hold on, can I say one more thing though? One more thing. If Cam Ward didn't lose on Saturday to Syracuse, because it was 42-38, had he not lost that game, I think his chances are better. So I'm with you on that. But I'm actually gonna switch my pick. I'm gonna go with Travis Hunter. Here's why. The Heisman is about, in my mind, in my opinion, right? Thinking about the nigga like Tebow when he won it, right? Johnny Football. It's about being extraordinary. Genty had an elite season. He's the best running back. He should get drafted in the top 5, no question, right? What Travis Hunter did and is doing is extraordinary. He should win the Heisman. It's 51-49 though. If Genty win it, I won't be mad. But what I think should happen, Travis Hunter should get it. Playing both ways, getting knocked out. I think he got knocked out of the season last year and this year. Didn't he? Didn't he miss some games? I know he missed games last year against college.
Yeah. He's been there this year, but he missed last year. He
comes back and he's just as good or better. The Heisman is about the one nigga in the country that was extraordinary. That's been Travis Hunter. So I'm gonna change my pick to Travis Hunter.
Well, man, you know what, brother? I'm glad you came to light. Because I'm over here looking like
Jeremiah got me. Jeremiah got me when he was like, there's nothing to even say. I'm like, damn. He can literally just put his resume right there in this.
And walk the fuck away.
you played 100% of the snaps both ways, and you could have returned punts and kicks if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to, you could have. You're the best player in college football.
And I think a lot with the Heisman too, man, is narrative. It's a story behind it. Like it's real narrative driven, and the narrative behind it, especially with a lot of people feeling like he was snubbed for the Thor. I feel like it's a narrative that's there. And then for him to just top it off, he put a cherry on the cake with that last performance. They won by damn near 50, 3 tubs. You struck the Heisman on one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the narrative has been there, and people love a story. I think the story is great, so I think
real quick,
we're not the ones voting.
Shout out to the best salesman, the best marketer, advertiser there is, and that's motherfucking prime motherfucking time. If you believe, like you said, if you believe this, listen to me, Walk. Listen. How many times have we seen Travis Hunter do that pose in the last few games?
Tell me.
It's been a few. I can think at least about 3 times. And you believe Prime ain't tell, hey man, make sure you make these plays, you get these picks. You just go make sure you keep putting their face to make it as though they have no choice to give that to you. And I can tell by the way he talks so passionately about Travis Hunter getting snubbed. Some boys say, don't even worry about the war. I'm gonna give you mine. Cause that's some bullshit. So he knows straight up and down like how they're gonna handle you a certain way. So let's market this shit in the way because he's a big streamer. So he got a lot of attention and shit on the internet. He got a lot of emotion on that motherfucker. So hey, let's put it where that's all they be talking about on the internet. Or and to the point where it's like shit, you gotta give it to him. Like, cause he's working that marketing shit now. And like you say, well, it's the most extraordinary player in college. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying, besides the Boise State running back, he had a hell of a season. He just ain't big enough for this award.
He's big enough, just not extraordinary. We're not gonna say not.
That's what I mean when I say big enough.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because what he's doing is groundbreaking. He's doing what Deion did on steroids, what Champ Bailey did on steroids. Like, they played both ways. That nigga was lining up at receiver to block. Like, he wasn't just out there for passing plays. He was
actually. And then he's making plays. And it's not like he was just on deep at corner. He's the best.
He's gonna have to go over there.
And he's making plays. Yeah. And he lined up receiver. He can look at receiver numbers. His receiver numbers is crazy. Like, and he like I said, playing all these snaps. And I respect that Deion unleashed that man and then let him and then cage him. So, do y'all believe? I've asked y'all this. Do y'all believe this will be a shift? Or y'all think this is a once?
No, Prom say he got the next one.
You talking about that? Colorado don't have the. If he would, I'm with whoever the analyst was. They were talking about if Travis Hunter chose Ohio State, would he be playing both ways? The answer is no.
No.
Not because he's not good enough though. I'm with you on the unleash. You have to unleash that. I'm not saying he's not good enough
for sure.
But if you're talking about Colorado, then Jeremiah, I agree. Obviously not. Deion is probably looking for 2 of them to do it.
He said he got he said I forget the kid name.
I like that though.
He from Florida. DC say he got the next one. So we'll see. We'll see, man. But also I want to give Travis Hunter credit for something that never get talked about that I've seen him win games by doing this year, and that's tackling.
He makes tackles.
He will get you on the ground, man. He had that forced fumble against that Colorado State to seal the game, forced fumble. He had the tackle at the goal line to damn near clinch a game. Like he'll get you on the ground too.
And it got y'all too, but it's like you're right. He don't got many picks, but when the receiver do get his hands on the ball, he's fighting through that. I've seen too many players where he's like, no, I ain't get a pick, but you're not catching his pass.
People don't care about that though, but you do, and
I don't give a damn, motherfuckers. That
I'm with you.
Yeah. That shit matters. A pass breakup matters. You got to handle your ball. Well, how frustrated is the receiver for you to get your hands on the ball and this melon motherfucker just knock that bitch out?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
You know. I know you know.
I wouldn't know what that is.
We can move on, but I know you know. You got
he be trying to throw shade while he be got it.
You always do. Like, I wouldn't know what that's like.
Y'all always do that bullshit. It was not shade. I was asking a general question. I don't get a real answer.
If I drop it, I drop it. It don't got nothing to do with him.
All right.
I don't need to see you. What Katie said, I don't need to see you. It's me versus me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right. He know what's up. All right. We can keep
Nah, for sure. But before we get off of college, man, you know, we had the rivalry week going on. A lot of fights broke out, and we just wanted to put this question out. So maybe we should do this as a poll or something. We just want to know, how do y'all feel about flag planting? You know what I'm saying? If y'all not familiar with what flag planting is, after you beat a team, you take your school flag. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all.
No, for sure. AJ, you can finish that definition.
we can after you goddamn beat a team, y'all trying to shake hands, and the motherfucker grab their flag on your team logo on your home stadium and plant the flag in the middle of the field as if they conquered y'all, as if they planted their flag on top of a mountain.
Because they did conquer us. We lost.
They definitely did. Now, how you feel about putting that in your face?
Look. I heard Shannon Sharp say something that resonates with me, and I know you're gonna feel me. I'm a sore loser, but I'm a way worse winner. When I win, you're not gonna hear the end of it. You're not. I might not even play you again just because I beat you. It could be Uno. You're not like so. I don't want them planting their flag in the middle of my field if I lost. Mm-hmm. But I know if I won, I'm gonna do it way worse than they did. So the answer is win the game. Then you don't have to worry about that. However, you're not playing that shit on my field either. I feel Ohio State. We're not gonna fight, like throw punches behind it though. That was a little excessive. They said the police had to
mace people.
Yeah, that was too much for me. That was too much. So
Walt, you mean to tell me you say you're not playing this flag on my 50? No. Next nigga say, bull the fuck shit, I'm playing this shit in the middle of your 50.
I'm sitting in the middle of the field. And
he attempt to plant that flag. You ain't swinging, twin?
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab the flag.
What if he hit you?
Oh, well, then we'll fight. But I don't.
You're not gonna first punch.
Yeah, no, because I don't think it should be that deep. But I am gonna feel that nigga because I would do it way worse than it. I would do it way worse. Way worse.
What? I can't remember. It was one school that said that. Was it Michigan? Like what team that tried to plant the flag but it wasn't successful, and like they stayed there at the 50 to make sure when everybody.
You know what? You talking about this past weekend?
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not sure because apparently it was 6 or 7 teams that tried it. And Sark, the coach at Texas, his team tried to do it, and he was like, "We seen what happened earlier today. We're not doing that shit." So I'm not sure which team did it, but and it's funny because if I was a coach, I would be like, "We're not doing that shit," because I'm gonna have to pull all y'all off. But as a player, man, please.
Then my thing. First of all, you know me, I love a good rivalry. I love a good back and forth. Productively though, nothing.
Yeah, we're not trying to fight. It's too much.
But at the end of the day, like I love it. I love the competitiveness. I love that I beat you. Like I said, I planted this flag on your mountaintop. We conquered y'all. See y'all again next year. I love it not only for the competitive nature of any sport, but I love it for the NCAA, man. It gave them a lot to talk about because this year, I don't know. Okay, I thought it was just me. Minus
Oregon. Oregon has been. Everybody else is just Bama lost 3 games. What do we ever think we would see Bama lose 3? Georgia lost 2. Should have lost 3.
Yeah, Georgia been losing. Miami, they are finally in the mix.
But then they lose to Syracuse, and they should have lost to Virginia Tech that game. Remember that Hail Mary? That should have been a fucking touchdown.
Exactly. So it's like
State went 2-10.
It's been some good games. Like shout out to Georgia because Georgia had their ass was 8-time overtime
against Georgia Tech.
Against Tech. That was probably going to go down as the best rivalry game in their rivalry ever. So rivalry week for NCAA college football was a massive success.
It looked good. Yeah.
It was the best rivalry week that I could ever remember.
Even the HBCUs. I see the Bayou Classic had Boosie performing shit.
Yeah.
North Carolina State got the fighting. You're right. Like this has been the best rivalry week. The way South Carolina beat Clemson in the last minute.
Come on, talk about it.
Yeah, but aside from this week, college football been weak as fuck.
It's not been entertaining. It's been some good games, but it's been like, what are we looking at for real? You see what I'm saying? So I think I like it for that reasons. I like it for that. I really do.
I don't want to take it there, but yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm. But we ain't gotta keep carrying on.
Nah, yeah, I'm done with college. Go Georgia, go Dogs. We went on Saturday. We got a different conversation on Monday.
All right, let's talk about some football. We gonna get right into it.
Let's get it.
I seen this shit on fucking goddamn First Take. And I like, we got to talk about this shit. This is a great conversation. And because what 2 out of the 3 guys, especially I thought about you, especially because 2 of the 3 guys we're going to talk about right now, you have been big on pause before the season kicked off, before they got when they got drafted to, you said, hey, look out for these boys. So what we talking about right now is what offensive rookie is in the league, in the race, in the 3-headed race, we believe, who's likely to win it when it's all said and done, this race. We're talking about Jaden Daniels, we're talking about my boy Bo Nix, and we're talking about that man Brock Bowers. Like, in your opinion, fam, like, who you think could be, when it's all said and done, they can be victorious? Now, before you answer that question, shout out to Malik Neighbors. Because Malik Neighbors will have a decent quarterback.
Just decent, not fine, just decent. Just decent.
A halfway decent quarterback. You get put the ball here, and I'm gonna go get it. If he has that, they can at least be comparable. We talking about a 4-headed race. But who you got? Who you got?
All right. To win it.
Who you in your opinion, you believe if they continue to play the way they play as of right now, man, it's in the bag.
I think,
Yeah, it's in the bag. Like, whoever you think can continue.
I think it's Jaden, but I only think that because it's a quarterback award. But also, we do have to look at the shift that Washington made. Like, they did have to get a new coach and a new OC with Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury, which both have been head coaches, and neither one of them worked out, and it looks like it's working out now. But if it was up to me, AJ, you know where I'm going. If it was up to Sean, I'm going with Brock Bowers. That man is top 5 in receiving yards. Not receiving yards among tight ends. He's top 5 in receiving yards. AJ, quick, in 3 seconds, can you name his quarterback?
I know who he is.
Nah, it's been Minshew and Aiden McConnell. Those have been his 2 quarterbacks. And if I'm not mistaken, if you looking something up, if you're looking it up, I think he's at 884 yards, 864 yards, something like that. And he got 4 touchdowns.
83 catches.
Yeah, like he's balling. Like you but you traded Devontae Adams, right? And Brock Bowers is like, I'm a 1. You know, these days tight ends can be number 1, right? Like Travis Kelce told us that you could be a number 1. So it's gonna go to Jaden Daniels, though. It's gonna go to Jaden Daniels because he's, what are they, 8-5?
Yeah.
After having the number 2 pick, that's special.
Yeah.
It's gonna go to him. But if it was up to me, how many more games left in the season? 4 or 5 games? Brock Bowers is going over 1,000 yards. He's going over 1,000 yards as a tight. Fuck him being a rookie, AJ. Tight end, 5 more games. He might get 12, 1,300. Okay, probably not 1,300. He'll get at least 1,100. He'll get it. 1,100 is him just getting 50 yards a game. He'll get at least 1,100. And let's just say he'll score 3 more touchdowns. Tight ends, period, don't go for 1,000 yards, let alone being a rookie. They don't get 1,000 yards, period. And as a rookie, you gonna do that? Kyle Pitts did it his rookie year, but Kyle Pitts had Matt Ryan. This nigga got Gardner Minshew and Aiden McConnell. Yeah, that was my rookie of the year. And also, I'm glad you gave me my flowers, because shout out to Bo Nix, man. Shout out to Bo Nix. His you know, when you look for the prototypical quarterback, you look for Justin Herbert. 6'5", 230, can run a little bit, can throw. What you don't look for is Bo Nix. His feet work don't look, but when he play, he's a gamer. Bo Nix has been fucking balling. He not gonna win that shit though. Jaden gonna win it, but if it was up to me, I would give it to Brock Bowers, but I'm also tired of quarterbacks winning every fucking award. So, yeah. What you got?
I got what you got. But
you got Brock?
Man, that nigga nasty, dog.
Wow. I thought you would have said Jaden Daniels for sure.
No, I believe he's going to win it, like you say. I believe he's going to get it if he continue. I think it been games where he looked more like a rookie at times.
Cowboys game. Mm-hmm.
It's been games where, like, okay, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, he looks special. And I was especially not making that comparison between him and what's my boy name that won it in Washington?
RG3.
I drew a fucking
yeah.
But yeah, I thought at that time he looked way better, but he looked better. I would give him the edge over RG3 at the time how he been playing. But since then, it's been games I watched, like, damn, okay. Look like that rookie curve is still there a little bit. He got to get over it. But when it comes to Brock Bowers, like this past game, he had 10 catches, 140 yards in the tub. And there was times where they know the ball's going to him.
And can't do nothing.
And you couldn't stop this man.
Same thing happened against when they played the Ravens. Same thing.
Yeah.
The Ravens had no answer.
Like, the ball's going to Birdie. Granted, we're going to line him up differently. Probably put him a little motion.
But he's going to get it.
We're going to give him it's going to him. It's going to Buddy. And Brock Bowers, man, he was nasty at Georgia. This is why I give him flowers. I didn't believe he could be a tight end, a true productive tight end in the league. He transitioned so motherfucking smoothly. And the dude said it like it's the same thing when he was in high school at UGA. As a true freshman, came in balling. So it's like he's been he's like that. For you to transition and be like he's on there's a tight end rookie year on a bad team.
You the best player on he best player on that offense. Max Crosby best player on the team. No, he's the best player on that offense though.
Yeah,
he is.
But give him a seat on his chest now. Like he's one of them. So I'm gonna go Brock Bowers, but I'm rooting for Jane Daniels for sure. I think Jane Daniels is nice. He can really play that quarterback position. But shout out to both Knicks. He making Sean Payton look a genius again. Because we had our doubts last year when we had Russ.
They just didn't like each other. Yeah. That's what it looked like. It like him and Russ just didn't like each other.
I can agree with that. They hated you because Russ is playing pretty well right now. So, but I just want to keep y'all opinion. Hey, boy, Jay had the guy to hop out, but when money called, you can't keep him waiting. You got to go get it. So I got to respect that. But let's keep pushing a little bit.
Not for sure.
Let's get to the question for real. Are the Philadelphia Eagles a Super Bowl or bust as of right now? Looking at them play and the momentum they got.
Absolutely. Earlier this season, especially when they lost to us, they were talking about firing Nick Sirianni. Like, we need a new coach. They remember it. I don't know how much media and stuff that you watch, but I like to be in the know.
You're a media. You part of new media.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta be in the know.
Right up parlay. Right up Peter.
Come on now.
Right now.
So they were talking about should the Eagles fire him now and go get Bill Belichick, right? So when you put those type of restraints on a coach, right, that makes me feel like it's win or bust. Super Bowl or bust. That's what you called it, right? Super Bowl or bust. They're absolutely Super Bowl bust. You don't go sign Saquon Barkley from a division rival just because.
Yeah.
You don't have an A.J. Brown and a Devontae Smith and a Dallas Goedert just because. All I'm saying, they paid Jalen Hurts too, I think, before last offseason, or maybe before this one. I don't remember, but you don't do all of that. And then the additions that they made to their defense. What was their weakness last year? Corner. They went out and drafted, in my personal opinion, I don't want nobody in the comments going crazy, the top two corners in the draft. They got both of them this past season. I mean, this past draft. You don't do all of that if you're not trying to win. All of it, like Georgia won, we won 2 championships in a row. They got 3 of our defensive linemen. You don't do all of that if you're not trying to win now. Absolutely. And we also got to think about last year, AJ. They started off 10-0. They lost 6 games in a row and then lost in the playoffs to Baker Mayfield and the Bucs.
For sure.
This year they started off slow. They did the opposite. They started off slow and then they got hot. I think their last loss, I don't remember when it was, but I think in week 2 they did take a L.
Yeah.
You said what? Huh? I can't hear you. Who they lose to?
You do this every time.
I got you. I got you.
You do that. You be smooth and for you.
Yeah, like they did take an L. So if they won, we won.
They had everything I still got.
Exactly, but it's obviously win or bust. Like they paying all of these vets. Like at this point, Jalen Hurts is a vet. He's not young anymore. He's a vet. Everybody on that team, everybody that's making plays, with the exception of Jalen Carter, he's still young, right? So just in year 2. The corners are rookies. Everybody else is a vet. Everybody on that coaching staff is a vet. I don't want to hear it. And let me take what you said a little bit further. By Super Bowl, I mean winning the Super Bowl, not getting there and bust. It's winning the Super Bowl or bust. Because you wanted to get rid of your coach at the end of last year, and the most winningest coach ever, and Bill Belichick was right there, and you didn't do it. That lets me know that you thought that your team was good enough to win a Super Bowl. Now you got to go do it. And the answer before you ask is no, they're not. Not even gonna get to the NFC Championship.
So you said they're gonna bust?
Nah, the way they look yesterday, boy, they might get to that NFC Championship. They might get to the NFC Championship.
Hold on, okay. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because everything you said, I agree with. So I want to piggyback on what you said. Let's push it further. In that championship game, you got Detroit and you got Philly. Duke it out head to head. I believe them the 2 best teams.
Why'd you say Detroit? We're not.
Come on. Man.
All right, I'm done. They are the best 2 teams. If McCaffrey and Ayuk didn't get hurt, I think Niners would be in it. But I agree.
No, let's be clear. I had to get up. I think they would have gave the Bills. The Bills. The Bills. They played the Bills this past game. The Rams. They would have gave him a better game had McCaffrey to stay healthy. He didn't get hurt
because he was
balling. He came out swinging. Came out of the game swinging. So,
I agree.
So I believe I'm gonna say 1, but that game looked a whole lot differently.
But it looked like he got I think they said an MCL injury. I don't think it's season ending, but I think they just gonna shut him down for the rest. Like we'll just try again next year.
Because you still got Trey Williams out.
Brandon Ayuk is out. Like you probably not gonna win it all like this. You couldn't beat the Chiefs last year fully healthy. You're definitely not gonna beat them hurt. Or the Lions. You're not gonna beat the Lions. Hell, they won't beat the Eagles right now, or the Falcons. But
or the Falcons shit.
Or the Falcons.
But like they see the Lions. Who you think coming out there going Super Bowl?
I gotta ask you a very important question, AJ.
What's happening?
Where's that game being played at?
As of right now, who you think will get it? Because they're both division leaders, right?
Yeah, the Lions are the first seed right now. It just depends on where it's at. If it's in Philly, I'm not gonna lie. I think Philly goes to the Super Bowl if it's in Philly.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Yeah, they 1 game behind.
So the Lions are number 1.
Yes.
If it's in Detroit, I got Detroit. If it's in Philly, and if it's in Detroit, I think it's going to be a rout. Like I'm seeing 31-14, 31-17. If it's in Philly, I see like 31-30, but I see Philly edging it out. I just do.
To see that offense, Detroit, versus that defense, Philly.
It's a treat.
It will be a heavyweight matchup. I must get to see. I got to see that game.
Yeah, Detroit got 1 running back. They got 800 yards. Another was 700. One got, I think, 11 touchdowns. The other one got 10. Like, and then St. Brown, he top 5, top 10 receiver. Jared Goff. Right. That'd be a great matchup.
They are dominating on both sides of it. Listen, they're averaging 31.9 points a game.
Detroit.
They are giving up 16.9 points a game.
That's blowouts in the NFL.
They are whooping everybody ass. But he's doing what I thought he would do. And shout out, let's talk about him. And when I'm talking about Saquon Barkley right now, shout out Saquon Barkley, because when he soon got traded, the first thing I said was, look, I want to see how good he is. I want to see, can he measure up against a Chris McCaffrey game season last year? Because in my opinion, McCaffrey went off.
He did.
He went slap ass crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Saquon Barkley is doing the same.
Same shit. Mm-hmm.
Man, that man.
He got bigger plays too. Saquon's bigger plays are bigger than McCaffrey's.
McCaffrey was just he's not Saquon. They got the same similar style, but no, Chris McCaffrey can run too.
He run harder. He run harder in my opinion.
I'm talking about far when you talking about when you hit that motherfucker, you gotta hit that gear to get through that seam. To get the hell on.
Gonna always score. Saquon gonna score.
That's when they both gonna score. They both gonna get it there. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. But like I said, Saquon, that addition, he makes them, and I get everybody been saying it. And you said it when he went crazy against my Ravens. Was the Ravens? You said this.
The Ravens just this week.
What was the game before then? It was
Chargers.
Yes, it was the Chargers. You sure the Chargers last week? I thought they played Ravens last week.
I'm thinking about the Ravens, Derrick Henry. I don't know, man. You're right. That was Monday night. You're right. That was the Ravens, brother versus brother. You're right.
Yeah.
But I know the game you're talking about. I should know in my head. Sorry, everybody.
Because you called out when you said, hey, with this game,
MVP.
Put yourself in that conversation. And I immediately text back, you lost your damn mind or the fuck he did it. Until I processed everything. I was like, yes, the fuck he did.
You had to really think about that shit. Like,
I had to think about it. It took me time. I was like, nah, you right, bro.
Actually, he is in that race. He ain't in that shit no more. But yeah, he was.
He was. That proved the case. But he's definitely proven. He's definitely in the race. And I believe, and I said to say, he's what puts them over the top. And I'm glad we still got Detroit, a very good team, but I want to see that rematch between Philly and San Francisco. But it looks like it's not going to happen, but I'm not mad at the Detroit game. Right now, Jay, we talking about, welcome back to us. We answering the question of the day, are the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl or bust? Me and Walt both said yes. What you think?
Yeah. They were Super Bowl or bust last year. They just busted. They was coming off a Super Bowl that they could have won. Like
they won 10 games straight. Yeah.
And won 10 straight. Like they were Super Bowl or bust last year. They just fucking went kaboom.
They bust that bitch open.
Yeah. Chemical explosion. You know what I'm saying? Because Swift ain't Saquon, but they wasn't lacking in the running department. They just fell apart. I mean, this defense is way better than last year. I will say that just because the players that they got have emerged, and they had some injuries last year. I think Reddick got hurt, something else. So,
I think the defense is better than one they had when they went Super Bowl.
Absolutely, no. I think so.
The one that they won the the team that beat the San Francisco 49ers to go play, I think was it Kansas City. Yes, I believe that yeah.
It's close, but.
I think they can really stop.
Vader is crazy. I do think that team was overrated because they had all these historic numbers and they were kind of blown out of proportion. So I do agree that team wasn't as great as the way that they were put out there to be. But that defense was still nice, bro. They were deeper at line to me. They were deeper at line. Like they kept motherfuckers fresh. Like they,
so why if it was all that, why they couldn't pinch the fucking Kansas City 49ers when they played? Their defense was a non-factor in that game. You're not going to tell me how historically great they was on paper, how they beat on the 49ers. You all this good. Then you get to the last game, the game of all games, and lay an egg like that.
Motherfuckers, for some reason in the playoffs, they don't do what they supposed to do against the Chiefs. Why Lamar ain't run the ball? I don't know why people do stupid shit against the Chiefs. They have been doing it all playoff long. Now, granted, the Super Bowl, they ain't pinched the bitch. But Patrick Mahomes wouldn't let himself get pinched.
They played good defense, even in a game against 49ers, but they played against in that Super Bowl. They not brought Purdy out of the game. They won the game. Like you said, they had all these historical numbers, ready them boys, everybody going crazy. Till they see Kansas City. Now I said to say,
but we see that, bro. That's.
I say that to say this. if I believe this defense were to go see that team, I think it's a story. Like I said, I just told what when you was out, when you was away. I said, look, bro, I'm looking at they match up. I'm looking forward to that heavyweight matchup between the Lions offense versus the Eagles defense. I think that would be a great matchup to watch. So that's why I think I believe that Kansas City team will see it'll be a whole different ball game offensively when they see this Eagles defense. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that Kansas City team that played them 2 years ago was better than this Kansas City team.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about that. We're talking about if you bring. We're comparing the defenses of that Philly team and this, that defense to this Philly team defense right now. And I'm saying swap them defenses out. They will put up a way better damn fight than that defense that Kansas City seen in that year. Easy.
That's we don't know that. Yeah, that's okay.
Them boys, Carter, Dean, them Georgia boys, them boys is playing.
But all them niggas was balling when they was going up against the Chiefs too. That whole playoff run, but for whatever reason, it was an off game, bro. This defense is not so great that I'm just gonna sit right here and say, shit, they was playing the Chiefs, they would do better than they did. I don't know that.
Who called them great?
All right, we're not gonna mince words. If this defense is that good, if this defense is better than that defense, and this. I can't say that off of what they've done. I gotta see what they do in the playoffs. They're highly capable of being a defense that looked like they was when they started the season. They playing great football right now, for sure. We're gonna see.
And from what I see, I think that would be a hell of a matchup to see that Detroit Lions offense versus that
for sure. No, that's not right.
And that Philly defense is playing out of their mind right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to them boys. I like seeing that defense for sure.
Big fan.
No, that's definitely gonna be good, man. I do think as an overall team, offensively and defensively, they're more physical than Detroit. They can out physical Detroit, which could be a problem if they're,
out physical Detroit. That defense, the offensive line. You sure?
I think as an overall offense and defensive, they're the more physical team. I think that they could had a physicality advantage against Detroit.
Folks finna have another. Didn't last year both of them D-boys Montgomery and other dude ran for 1,000 yards apiece last season.
I don't know if
they're gonna do it again, and it looks like they're gonna do it again this year.
I don't know if Jameer did.
I don't think he had like 1,000 all-purpose yards. I think was.
They're definitely gonna do it this year, but they both got double.
I know they did. They put up 1,000 each.
They both got double. They both got double-digit touchdowns, and that's just rushing. One got 11, one got 10. I think rushing yards so far it's like 800. Gibbs got like 8. Montgomery got 7 something. They both can get 1,000
for sure,
and they already got over 10 touchdowns
for sure.
I definitely think. But you know what, Jeremiah, I am with you on that too. I do think this defense is better, but I haven't seen enough to where I'm like this. If Jalen Hurts doesn't play great, and I don't think he played
that they can go win a big game if they don't get what they need. Right.
I don't see their defense like that. To be honest, I don't see any defense like that except the Steelers. The hell, they gave up 30 something yesterday.
Exactly. That defense is crazy. What about that Broncos defense?
Nah, it depends on the
they're
team.
They're good, but they're not that good yet, especially not for what they might have to pick up if the offense kind of falls back to where we expect them to be at. Now they're playing good, but
they're really good. If they had a good quarterback, they would probably have like
that's type shit.
But Bo Nix, as much as I fuck with him, he make 1 or 2 mistakes. That game over with. That game over.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to their defense is good, but you got to keep them on track. You gotta you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then they're not the deepest defense, so you don't want to keep 3 and out in a turnover, short field situation, shit like that. So
Good question. When you look at the defensive stats, what tells you that this team, the best defense, had the best defense?
Points for me. Points.
What about you?
I would agree because all that other shit can be fugazi. I really don't like stats. I like to watch and really see. You can see who really doing something, but if it had to be a stat, it would be points. It would be points.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could be like we've seen teams that generate a lot of turnovers in one particular season for whatever, but they weren't a great defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's fair. This was cute.
I want to get into what I think is the question of the day, man. I don't think y'all got into it while I was away. What team do you think could come and make a surprise push in the playoffs? Like really push somebody in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's a non-division leader. So take away the division leaders. What teams that will be considered wild cards right now, if or in the bubble, do you think if they can get in the playoffs could really push somebody?
All right. Well, I can go first?
Take off.
I've been waiting on this shit. So we're talking about a team that's already in the wild card. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. We're talking about that's already in the wild card, but you just added some, and you said even if they're on the bubble. I'm going with Matt Stafford and the Rams. Y'all watched them play this year?
I watched them play last night.
As long as Puka and Cooper,
they almost fucked up against them Aints. No, I was getting worried.
That's the other side of them that they could go lose to anybody. But as long as you got Puka, Matt Stafford, and Cooper Kupp, you got a chance against anybody. You got a fucking chance against anybody. Again, you said no division leaders, right?
I'm not mad at that.
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams, bro. Matt Stafford. How old Matt Stafford is? He got to be 36, 37, 38.
Yeah, he pushing 40.
And he's still just. If we thought Puka was, not Puka, we thought Cooper Kupp was the next great white hope. Mm-hmm. Puka comes in 2 years after him, and he looking like he every bit as good as Cooper is. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. I know I skipped over some teams. I don't want to say their names because y'all might mention them, but I'm gonna go with the Rams. The Rams defense isn't really that good, but I feel like when you got that coach OC, which is probably the same person, Sean McVay is the head coach and the OC. Yeah. And then you got that quarterback dynamic. And we can't forget Kyron Williams. As small as he is in stature, he's still going to give you 20 carries a game and be effective doing it. The offensive line is not great, but they're not bad. And Matt Stafford has shown us with a defender coming straight at him, if he feel like he got a chance, he's going to step right into that shit and just take the consequences. And I just feel like when you got a top 5 quarterback, I said top 5. When you got a top 5 quarterback, and receivers that's about that life, and a coach that believes, you got a chance. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm not mad at that. I think offensively, any given night they can go crazy. I think defense, their Achilles heel. They leverage so much of their assets and doing things to maximize Aaron Donald, paying Aaron Donald, getting the pieces, giving up draft picks. And it worked out. They got a ring for it, you know what I'm saying? So now that defense is kind of left looking real young, real depleted, real vulnerable. So I think that could be their Achilles heel. You know what I'm saying? I do like the team that you said at first when you said Green Bay, but they weren't mine. I'm going to go with another Bay, Tampa Bay.
That's a good one.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay, bitch ass, man. If them punk ass Bucks can get into the playoffs, because we got to think Detroit's lost once. Out the Tampa Bay in Detroit. There's no rationale for what you can expect from Baker Mayfield on any given Sunday. Baker go bake. Let him cook. You know what I'm saying? Baker go bake. And I like that I seen 13 Mike Evans back out there. I hate it for Godwin, but they got enough weapons offensively that if Baker's just on the heater this day for whatever reason, it just really don't matter what your defense on unless they gonna sack his ass every play. But even then, he's scrambling more. I think he's averaging like damn near 30 yards a game rushing. You feel me? So I think they're scary. They're one of them teams that nobody in the NFC really wants to have to deal with in a fucking win or go home situation. You know what I'm saying? Like their defense Vita Vea can take over a game if he decides to. You know what I'm saying? Like the interior rush can still get there. I just think they're the team that on a bubble potential wild card that if they get in can strike fear. They'll strike more fear than some of the division leaders. Like motherfuckers would rather play them than play get into these bitch ass Falcons. Like
you definitely
if I know for a fact if I'm an NFC team, I'd much rather play the Falcons than play the Bucks in the winner go home situation. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the team I would have as the scariest team that could get in and really do damage. Because for whatever reason, they beat Detroit last year too, and then they lost to them in the playoffs in a very good game. They beat Philly in the playoffs last year. Like they can get hot and upset some people and ruin a couple seasons. So I'll go with Tampa.
I'm surprised. And y'all both agree. Y'all Falcon ass niggas. That's real. That's real.
Come on, AJ. Who you got?
I respect. Let me talk, bro. Damn. I know Jay talked for 30 minutes. I can't say shit. That's crazy. Only thing I'm saying is I respect, tip my hat if I had a hat to y'all boys for being that damn honest because you didn't have to be. I'm giving flowers. Why don't you name like that, Jeremiah? I am. I really am. Shout out to y'all boys. That's what's up. Real ass niggas. Hey, Ball Bubba got some real ass niggas, and they right there. But my team definitely will beat the Broncos, man. Y'all know it. I've been on this Broncos train for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my boy Hart. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why do you do that? I didn't do that to y'all. Don't do that. Y'all boys disrespectful. Y'all niggas funny as shit. All right, that's y'all. But but for real though, I've been talking about this with the Harbaugh, you know what I'm saying, come back to the league. He changing it around. Changing it around. Now, granted, I feel like close games, the defense give up a little bit more touchdowns than I would like them to, but I believe that they can make certain stops in the games. I believe that he has Harbaugh has calmed down but Herbert, relaxed them. I believe once they get in the playoffs.
Hold on, you switching. Wait, what's going on? You talk about two different teams.
I meant the Chargers. Okay.
Did you mean the Chargers? And you said the Broncos?
That's why I looked at you like that, like Broncos.
Because I was gonna get them. Like, did you mean the Broncos?
I fucked up.
Which one did you mean?
You know who I meant.
The Chargers. That's why I was
about to say you skipped
too. Nah, go do it. But that's why I was like Broncos.
Oh, that way you did that like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Should have called me. Should have said something about that shit.
But I was letting you talk. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
I really appreciate that. But yeah, man, give me the Chargers. I believe they're gonna slow this shit down. They're gonna simplify it, and for Herbert to just make the right throws, he throws, and I think he's gonna make. I believe he'll make it. I believe defense can make some stops. Now, are they gonna come in just dominating, just smacking shit? No, but can they come in there and win and come to your house and win some games and out physical you and shit like that? Absolutely. Give me the Chargers. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers.
They did it yesterday.
The only thing about the Chargers and that sucks, they don't got a real fan base. So it's like so that's why I think they can do pretty good on the road because their home games is like road games.
Celebrities.
You see what I'm saying? People just popping up. Oh, it's a game in LA. They're pretty good. Let's go see them. It's not. Oh, this is my team. These are the same niggas ain't driving to fucking LA for real to watch all these damn games for real. Let's call spade a spade. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only thing why I think they can really do well on the road, but that can bite them in the ass if they probably have the home game. But that's why they can do well.
That's good. That's a good one. That makes way more sense. But when you was Broncos, I'm like, all right, Bo Nick's playing well, but make a playoff push in the AFC. But
not
my
going.
bad.
You go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say the Chargers. That's a good one. I think you might be a year too soon on it, but I think that's good. What they did was they did the mature thing. They drafted Joe Alt, who has been great on that offensive line. You feel me? But with doing that, they sacrificed a threat. So they still got to get a threat. Their receiver core is mid. You know what I'm saying? That receiving core is mid, but with a quarterback, it don't matter because if Herbert got time, he's gonna pick you apart still, and they got a running game. So,
yeah. So from now on, I'm never letting a nigga say what he got to say before me because Jeremiah took my point. I was going straight to Joe Alt. Like we all wanted them to get Malik Neighbors, and I did too. I wanted them to get Bowers. Joe Alt was the right pick.
yeah.
And before the season, we need to do an episode of I Told You So. Before the season, my team to watch was the Herbert and Harbaugh. And it's been a great connection. To your point, AJ, they're not asking him to be a gunslinger anymore. He's playing efficient, winning football. He's gunslinging when necessary, but for the most part, it's efficient. It's Drew Disley, the tight end. It's Lad McConkey across the middle. That is the whitest name ever.
Lad McConkey. He looks, yeah, man. Yeah.
Kevin called him Ladarius McConkey. That's his name.
Yeah.
Like, but
I like Lad. Now, shout out to Lad. I like Lad.
Very efficient. And then you see that the Ravens want to get rid of J.K. and Gus Edwards. He go pick up both of them.
Come on.
I pick up both of them. Harbaugh and Herbert has just been a match made in heaven, bro. It's not Herbert ain't gonna win no MVPs like this, but he's gonna win football games and he's gonna go to playoffs. And AJ, you might got the best pick. I don't think they're gonna make a deep run, but that's a hell of a pick right there.
They can at least go
that defense will come around slapping shit. We only scored 13 yesterday. Not that we got an elite offense, but we got a good offense. We scored 13 off a bye week.
Because fucking Kirk Cousins, right?
AJ, go ahead.
No, you right. He was about to go crazy. Your quarterback.
He got the right to go crazy. It's our team.
Oh my God!
It's our team. He can say Jeremiah can say what he want to say about Kirk Cousins cannot be his cousin no more. But you can't do that. You can't.
All I was saying was you right to come off a bye.
Right, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But no,
man.
The defense.
Harbaugh took what he seen working from his brother, and he building the Ravens West right now.
No, we're not letting this slide. Stop. Fucking stop.
Go look at the players on the Chargers that used maybe not their mentality, but if you look at the players that used to play for the Ravens that now play for the Chargers, and look at Harbaugh's coaching staff for the Chargers. Coaches that
just left. The offensive coordinator is the one that just left Baltimore. The players, what do you mean?
I thought you just meant like style. I didn't. But when y'all say that,
you talking about like getting to the big game and losing?
Yeah, all that shit. Cause they but you ain't say that neither. But because he won the championship game last year in college in Michigan, the first one they ever had. So let's not do that. Let's give him his flowers.
I don't know what his brother doing, but yeah, what was you saying?
But no, for sure. So that's what's up though. You know what I'm saying? Doing anything. That's just my pick. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for y'all both for the information on telling me that they came from Baltimore. I really appreciate it. You can never have too much information, fellas. Thank you.
I thought you meant mentality. That Ravens mentality different. That's why I was like, I meant personnel.
Yeah, personnel. No, I get that.
Yeah, I mean
they still gonna live or die by Herbert.
I said, y'all ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all talk about it.
The Ravens are gonna play physical against whoever, and the Ravens are also gonna adapt. Like some games, when we know when Joe Burrow come in town, Joe Burrow gonna put up numbers. Hey Lamar, we need you. We ain't really seen a game under Harbaugh where Herbert is like, let's get it. This my shit. I ain't seen that under Harbaugh.
I disagree. I didn't want to talk about these fucking Ravens, but no, because they not always physical. That play like a Raven shit is depending on who's there. Like the one thing about Pittsburgh, I don't give a fuck what's going on. Mike Tomlin gonna have them boys playing defense. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna get the last ranked Steelers defense. I don't give a fuck what's going on. This Ravens.
I don't want to hear about that Ravens, the Steelers defense right now, bro. Maybe
I'm not just putting it on the defense, but it was the mentality, the physical. Because we specifically said they were physical and they have a mentality being there, and I just ain't been seeing that like that. Yeah, I'm seeing it in spurts, but like
being physical doesn't always mean you're gonna be the best defense. Get Bill Belichick away. Like the Patriots defense, even to this day, is still physical. They're not the best defense, so I didn't mean it like that. Like they're gonna always
Dominant.
have a top defense. I just mean mentality. They're going to be physical. They are physical. That's why they get so many penalties when the ball is in the air. That's being physical. Like, yeah, my bad. I wasn't saying they're going to always have a top 5 defense, but the mentality for the AFC North period, they're all going to be physical. Whether they're good or bad, they're going to be physical.
All right.
I wasn't saying they're gonna always have a top defense.
He was ready to go.
Is not top.
No, I wasn't ready to go. I'm just like the Ravens, because we hear that term that play like a Raven shit a lot, and I respect the aura that is the Ravens' physicality, the aura that is the Ravens' defense. But that ain't always the case, man.
They've been physical. We can't say they ain't been physical. Like. Without looking, I bet you they're top 5 against the run. I bet you. I bet you they're top 5 right now against the run. And I bet you they're top 5 running the ball too. That's physical. If you can run the ball and stop the run, you're physical. That don't mean you're good, though. That don't mean you're going to win a Super Bowl. So, yeah, I wasn't suggesting because that secondary is toast. They're good individually, but not good together. So I'm with you on that. Again,
I just think about like because they get that moniker of being this. They get the moniker of being what I think Pittsburgh is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not, and they're not.
No matter, they get the moniker of what I think the Steelers really are. No matter like through coaching changes, through players leaving, through regimes, I've never seen a bad Steelers defense.
When last time you seen a bad Baltimore defense? A bad Baltimore defense. When last time you seen
what's bad? Like they giving up 20, 30 points. What's bad, Jeremiah?
When last time you seen a bad?
The last great pass the defense I'm watching right now.
They're bad.
Bad? They're not bad.
They're bad, maybe for the Ravens, but bad.
For the Ravens standard, yes. But bad.
They're bad in the NFL standards. They're last in pass. Their defense is not good.
No.
They're not good.
No.
I agree.
They're not good. And we've been saying it since day one. What we're saying is the physicality of the defense as a whole.
No, and I gave them that. We already watched that. I gave them that. I said I think they're being compared to something that actually is Pittsburgh.
And I still disagree with you though. I think both things are true. I think Pittsburgh physical defense, a physical team, and Baltimore is too. And when they see each other, it's the games that we see that we normally see, the tight-knit games. They're both physical teams. Like Walt said, I agree with this. The whole AFC North is. Cleveland will get physical with your ass.
The Bengals are too.
The Bengals will get physical with your ass. Like, no, these folks ain't playing.
But they not.
I think that's the North mentality.
They're not good. I'm with Jeremiah on that.
So I'll leave it alone there. We just gonna say physical without having to be good, actually good. Then I'll leave it alone. Okay.
That's it.
But like, yeah, all right.
Beat them, but don't mean that you got it. That's just gonna be a run, just an easy, untouched runs all damn game.
Nah, if you passing the ball, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
If you throwing it, it's gonna be easy.
You thought you get that pocket? I mean, you
Gardner Minshew look like Peyton Manning against them.
And spread the boys out.
2 years straight.
And make the boys have to guard niggas. Man, please. And find if you can find main smash all damn day. I don't know about Ravens. I don't know about damn Ravens. But we can move on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway,
any Falcons talk?
I
know you got something to say.
I got something to say. And I know AJ just being messy as fuck. I know he is. But
no, I'm really, because I want you to state your grievance, bro. I'm here for you.
I just want to say.
Hold on. I need a shot, bro. Hold on, bro.
Take your time. I'll go ahead and start because I start the show with mine. I don't have to go and get up and do all of that.
My bad.
That's what's up. That's what's up. No, you in Atlanta?
Yeah, y'all knew that too. Y'all do that. See how you do ball. They don't want to pull up.
I told you I don't have a car, and you know what I'm saying.
Everybody know that. Well, you can say something different, but shots been a real.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Shots been a real that nigga.
Them girls that's gonna fuck with me, they're gonna fuck with me regardless. A car is not gonna.
They gonna pull up to the crib.
They gonna smoke that hookah. They gonna sit on that couch, and we're gonna have a time
and vibe it out.
The lights. We're gonna have a time. Mm-hmm. But as far as the Falcons go, I just want to say that I feel like, and I'm not here to say who was right, who was wrong, because obviously I'm mad that I was right. We got marginally better. Kirk Cousins is a lot better than Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota and Taylor Heineke, right?
That's why I do that.
Kirk Cousins just had a bad game yesterday. Well, he had a horrific game yesterday. And as a vet, out of the 4 picks he threw, all 4 were his fault. Like there was the receiver failed. All 4 were bad decisions, right? But that's not why we're 6-6. That's just why we lost yesterday. We're 6-6 because we didn't upgrade our defense enough. We paid AJ Terrell like he's a cornerback 1, and guess what he is? I got an article I can pin to this YouTube to show y'all when he got drafted. I said he's a CB2. AJ Terrell is a CB2. Here we are. The last time we had somebody that got 10 sacks, I think it was Vic Beasley, the Super Bowl year, right? I think that's the last time we had somebody got 10 sacks. That was the 2016-2017 year, which was what, 8 years ago at this point? We still don't have a pass rush. People out here are still undervaluing linebackers. You need linebackers to stop the run. I don't care if it's little league, high school, whatever league you're in, you need linebackers to stop the run. We went and got Justin Simmons. When Justin Simmons was with the Broncos, he was a free safety. Why are we playing him like he's a robber or like he's a strong box safety? If you're going to have Jesse Bates and have Justin Simmons and one of them got to play in the box, make it Jesse Bates. He's the one that can do everything. That's not what you got Simmons for. Which leads me to my coaching staff. Jimmy Lake, our defensive coordinator, we should have kept, what was that, Ryan Nielsen? We should have kept Ryan Nielsen. Jimmy Lake has a system, and he wants the players to fit in his system. Ryan Nielsen had players and made a system based off what the players can do. Big difference. Big difference. Who else I need to roast? We still don't have a wide receiver 1. Won't have a wide receiver 1. Drake London is still a 2. He's a 2. Y'all see that play yesterday? We were trying to go win the game where they threw it to him. Ill-advised pass, but he had it, and then he got hit and dropped the ball. Wide receiver 1s don't drop that.
You catching that?
You know who I am, AJ.
No, I don't.
You know who I am. It's a 0% chance that I drop that. In that moment. In the first quarter, I might make a business decision. In the fourth quarter with the game on the line, 0% chance. And you know that personally. Another thing that we need to talk about. Cool.
Personally, it's crazy.
We got to talk about our kicker. Cool. He got to go. He got to go. We've had too much. And he's not missing 60-yard field goals, AJ. He's missing chip shots. He got to go. Kickers don't deserve long leashes because all you got to do is kick. And I'm not here to say that you can't miss a kick or 2 or 3. If you take 30 kicks in a season, I'm happy if you make more than 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, or all 30 of them. Anything less than 25, I'm looking at you like, what we doing?
Niggas is missing 3 kicks a game.
We're going to get to him. But right now we're talking about the Falcons. We're going to get to him.
I'm just saying. Okay, I want somebody to go ahead.
Now I have to go to Raheem Morris.
Yeah, we want to talk about the Falcons. Cool missed 3 kicks in the game against the bitch-ass Saints. But go ahead. I digress. Go ahead.
Now we got to talk about Raheem Morris. I just want to say, we don't have to talk about what I'm about to say. I will never forgive people for telling me Raheem Morris was a better hire than Bill Belichick. I will never find it in myself to forgive people for that. The coach that has all of those Super Bowl rings, and even the years where he doesn't have a ring, or when Tom Brady got hurt, he still makes the playoffs, still got a top 10 defense. Throughout the years, you can't name 5 players on his defense up in the post 2010. Before 2010, hell, you might know the whole defense.
Real quick. I had to catch you because you was rolling. I swear, but if you're saying Belichick would do better with this team, yes. He would have these boys playing a lot better, and they will be.
What is it about?
The mentality. Raheem Morris is more like.
No, I don't want to hear that mentality. Now, you long term.
And that's
no.
Say it again,
Hold on. Because that mentality shit, them the type of people that said drafting Trey Young was smarter than drafting Luka because Trey got to fit the city and Luka. Like, they sounded dumb as fuck, bro. Like, fuck all that mentality. Now, if you say long time, you say that they were looking for a coach for a long run, you got me.
No, you're going to play a fucking players to a coach. No, you're not doing that. A coach got to be a leader of the men, of all men. In a Belichick way,
has showed the ability to do that and win. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
People in the city just wanted a black coach. I'm gonna say it. They just wanted a black coach. They
wanted a
black coach that can't coach, and they wanted a black GM that can't draft. So now we got a black GM that can't draft. If we wanted a black GM, why we ain't go to ESPN and get Louis Riddick?
I like Louis Riddick. I've been saying that for a long time.
AJ, hold on, no, AJ, hold on. One more thing. If we wanted a black coach, why we ain't go get Eric Bieniemy? Why we go get Raheem Morris, who was already here when Dan Quinn got fired? We were 0-5. Raheem Morris had 11 games to show what he could do, and they let him go. And you brought him back? If you want, I'll take Louis Riddick and Eric Bieniemy over what we got. Terry can't fucking draft. Who's our best draft pick over the last 5 years?
Pettis Jr.
A nigga who don't even start, AJ. Realistically, the answer is Bijan. It's realistically Bijan. But
it's Bijan.
It's Bijan, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we be so hell-bent in, like, Jeremiah, I would use the word culture over mentality, but we be so hell-bent on, I want black this and black.
Yeah. It's culture. I like that.
And I understand, but the culture in Atlanta is losing.
That's right.
No, let's be clear. I don't think that when you say culture, I want to say black culture bringing hip hop to it. It's always been there. I'm saying culture about how they go about running their team. I believe the reason why Bill Belichick don't have a job, I think it's the only reason. I don't think coach had nothing to do with this. Why he's not coaching this year. I believe he just got outdated.
How is winning outdated?
Because he won winning the last day.
Tom Brady was his quarterback.
I'm glad to say that, Jeremiah. It wasn't like he went out the door winning.
Hold on. Tom Brady was his quarterback for what, 19, 20 years. Let's just go from the year 2000 to 2021 or whatever. He got Mac Jones the very next year, right? And they went to the playoffs with Mac Jones. Belichick's issue was trying to run that offense with a special teams coach and a defensive coordinator. It was that. Which does matter. But
it holds
been a head coach before. What are you doing, Tampa?
You don't think other GMs looking at this shit like, what the fuck you doing?
And that's why they're all ridiculous. And that's they don't want to win.
They ridiculous, but them doing a special team coach.
They don't. No. I'm saying I'm not hiring him. No. Yeah, not hiring him is ridiculous. Raheem Morris, I feel like he coached the Bucks before. What did he do?
I thought the GM. Oh, Raheem Morris, yes.
Raheem Morris, yeah. What did he do?
He got fired.
What is he doing for the Falcons right now? We got how many wins do we have?
And it's 6.
How many are division wins?
I don't know. Just Jeremiah.
3, 4.
Damn.
4 out of your 6 wins are division wins. The other one is you caught Philly early, and you beat the sorry ass Cowboys. Where are your other wins? You're 6-6. Dan Quinn's first year, he started off 5-0. We ended 8-8. Arthur Smith, I think we went 7-10 all 3 years. We're 6-6. We're like, he looks just like them. And you're gonna not hire Bill Belichick? Because the way he run his team?
I get the frustrated because he looked like them. I think he has a better team. I think his 5 team.
This is definitely a better team.
Now, granted, you do need a solidified number 1 target, but y'all have enough.
Goes to the black GM that we got.
Y'all got enough. All right, well, what you got before we got here?
My bad. I know that was long. I had to get that off.
No, you good, bro. You right, but I don't give a fuck. You right, you right about all that shit. But right now in this moment, after what I watched yesterday, I don't give a fuck. Kirk Cousins, after the fucking performance you just put on that motherfucking field and what I had to sit through and stomach you motherfucking watch on Sunday, that bruh, he threw a pick to a nigga. Nobody was back there, bro. How he threw it to the back of the end zone and there was no receivers back there. It was 3 defenders. The one he threw in the flats was so bad. Buddy is just sitting right there in the zone. He threw it in the flat.
Buddy was running fast as shit. He closing that ball fast as shit. I was like, that nigga fast.
Veterans don't make that throw though. Vets don't make that throw.
I'm not saying you don't, but all I'm saying was let's give the DB a little bit more credit because he hauled ass out that break.
Nah, I'm with Jeremiah. Let's blame.
Bro, that shit was visible, bro.
I blame him, but I'm just saying let's give a little bit more credit to DB because that's a hell of a drive of the ball.
And hold on, fuck about that. No, look, no, fuck that. Look, then from all this bullshit to go down the way this shit went down, dog, for this shit to play out like it played out, this nigga throw 4 picks, and we still got the ball with a chance to win at the end. I'm sitting there like, okay, no, don't do it. Don't let yourself get excited. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Drake London play, broke my heart. I ain't gonna hold you down. Because that was the one. Needed that if you was gonna cash. You know what I'm saying? Third down, you trying to get out, you needed that. That was putting us there. You know what I'm saying? So that drop hurt because it looked like he came down with it. Then the nigga roll over and you see the ball on the fucking ground. You like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, so that one hurt. That one hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it's 4th down. And I'm like, all right, let's see if we can make something happen. It's 4th down. And I should have known Kirk Cousins was going to do some Kirk Cousins ass shit. That was the worst fucking game trying to win. Bro, Derwin James is right there, bro. Like, nobody was in 5 yards of the ball offensively. It was just a fuck it. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here, though. You know what I'm saying? So you right, but I don't care. I don't care that AJ Terrell is a cornerback too. I don't care that we last in the league in sacks. I don't care about none of that shit. Yesterday, that defense showed up, and that defense came to fucking play. And that was the best performance that they really probably put out all year. The way they was getting after Herbert.
They raced 4 picks.
Come on, they raced 4 picks. From a quarterback that you don't want to keep giving the ball to. You know what I'm saying? I expected the Chargers to beat us, bro. Because shout out to my boy Josh. I know if he ain't watching, he gonna watch. He watch. So bro, I said that the next 2 games coming out of bye are the most pivotal because we got the Chargers at home and we go to Minnesota. I said, we lose these next 2 games, put Phoenix in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, put Phoenix in, bro. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
Hold on,
but
we're going to catch up. But you said put Phoenix in. Are you talking about just to get his feet wet for the season, or are you thinking about making a switch altogether at quarterback?
No. I'm making a switch. I'm gonna go ahead and let him get his feet wet and make the switch. Now they're not gonna do it. I could be cutting off my hand to spite my face, whatever that saying is, because I'll be frustrated at the way Kirk's playing, and I don't expect it to get much better in Minnesota in his homecoming. You smell me? So we'll see. But who knows though? After a 4-pick performance, Kirk probably go back to Minnesota and cook up. You know what I'm saying? Who fucking knows? But I'm just tired of people going into the fucking Mercedes-Benz Dome and seeing quarterback play so abysmal. That was terrible yesterday, Kirk. All that Kirk shit, that shit out the window, cuz you motherfucking you Kennesaw Cousins or some shit. Like you not from the city. You from out there somewhere. So I'm not fucking with it. Kirk ain't my cousin no more. Falcons, bro. Falcons can very well miss the playoffs. You feel me? They can go from after they beat the Bucks the second time, a stranglehold on having a home playoff game and being a division winner to out of the fucking playoffs with no major injuries, no nothing, just bad football, and it's starting like no.
How mad are we if they don't make the playoffs? Like how pissed are we?
Personally, bro, I'm not gonna be like, damn, this is our year, no crazy shit like that. But personally, I had playoff expectations this year. I expected us to win this division. We got off to a start that to fall from that to out of the playoffs would just be horrid to me, and it would demand a tear down immediately. I don't give a fuck what you just did last season, because there's no reason you should have missed the playoffs, especially after being 6-3. What would we like? Come on, bro. What we talking about?
1 out of 10. 10 being the most pissed off. 1 out of 10. How pissed are we if they don't make playoffs?
8, AJ. Fucking 8. All right. 9, 10. I don't fucking know, bro. Because for one, it's never what the Falcons do. It's how them bitches look doing it. It's how they look doing it, bro. It's they find the most fucked up way to lose, and then they supersede that shit. This shit is mind-boggling, bro. Like they be like, what's the most fucked up way we can lose today? Nah, I got one better than that. Like they ass find the most fucked up way to lose, bro. And the shit is really mind-boggling.
What you?
What you mean?
1 out of 10. 1 to 10. How pissed off are we if they don't make the playoffs?
Maybe like a 2.
Okay. Imagine the question.
We had different expectations. I expected them to be a playoff.
I did expect to make the playoffs. I expect to make the playoffs.
So when did you not care no more to make the playoffs?
No, I do care. What are you asking me? What are you asking me? You said 1 to 10.
Like out of 10 being high, how pissed off are you as a Falcons?
How pissed I would be.
Yeah, if they didn't make the playoffs.
If they fall all the way out of the playoffs right now.
I thought you were asking me like the chances.
No.
At this point, I don't really think that I think we're gonna keep crumbling. But I would say about a 5. Let me tell you why it's a 5. Because remember when we got Kirk Cousins, I was happy. And then we drafted Penix, and I didn't understand because I'm like, you got a quarterback, and then you drafted a replacement in the first round. And everybody's like, well, Cousins isn't healthy. And I was like, well, if you knew he wasn't healthy, why'd you get him? And it looks like that's kind of unraveling. Or if you didn't think he was good enough for that money, why'd you pay him that? Now it's kind of unraveling because I'm kind of with Jeremiah too. Like if you lose against the Vikings, why not roll out Michael Penix? Rolling out Michael Penix is gonna force the front office to admit that they were wrong, though.
That's why they won't do it. And it's them the 2 reasons. They're not going to do it for that reason. And because if you do what I think they'll try to do and trade Kirk in the offseason, you want the value to still be as high. He don't want to be a bench quarterback and all this shit. You want him to still hold his same value.
If you trade Kirk, it's going to be like the Russ trade. We're going to still have to pay Kirk that money, and we'll get a draft pick back. It's going to be like the Russell Wilson getting traded to Pittsburgh, where Denver is still paying Russell Wilson's money.
Yeah,
he plays with. Yeah, but I don't know if you remember the show. We talked about it. I was very adamant about that. Like, I like Kirk Cousins, but why would you draft? Well, he's 36 and he's hurt, so why'd you sign him? Like, if you didn't have faith that he could lead you to a Super Bowl, what'd you sign him for?
Yeah.
Again, like we said earlier, I thought we should have got Brock Bowers in the first round. I'm happy we got Michael Penix. As a fan, I love it. But looking at a front office, it doesn't make sense. So I would only be a 5 because I would be crazy if I told you I didn't expect this. I do want to I think we should go to the playoffs, host a playoff game, win it, and then maybe lose in the second round. Give Kirk one more year, maybe even just half of next year, and then Penix takes over. But you also know I'm not a fan of rookie quarterbacks sitting if they got drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
Why would I draft you in the first round to sit? But we don't got to go there. What's the difference between Michael Penix and Shedeur? Like we could have got Brock Bowers last year and just got Shedeur this year, or Brock Bowers last year and just got Cam Ward this year. I don't think Michael Penix is overwhelmingly better than either one of them.
That's interesting too.
Is it true? I mean, you have to think of, but when you draft somebody in the first round, you're drafting somebody that's going to start that year, somebody that you think is extraordinary, somebody that's groundbreaking, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
You've seen Shedeur play. You've seen Michael Penix play. I think Michael Penix is better, but by how much? Is he on another level than what you've seen from Shedeur? I don't think so.
You said you could develop Shedeur and be just as fine.
And be just as fine. That was my thing. I was good when we when we got Cousins, but then when you do both, it's like, I don't get it. So I wouldn't be as disappointed as Jeremiah. But I remember how happy Jeremiah was when we got Penix.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that he says an 8. But for me, it's a 5 because you had to expect this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's all I got. My bad. I ain't want the Falcons to go that long. But
No, me neither. But hey, I'm never stopping Falcons rants. especially if they pissed off. Now the good ones, you took that shit short. When y'all mad talking about it, man, get this shit off your chest, man. I know this is something y'all gotta do, man. And I'm here for y'all. Believe me. But as of right now, I gotta go. I got shit I gotta do. It's been fun.
What you gotta do, bro?
A list of shit. I gotta get back to it too.
Oh, then you about to leave the city?
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe. Possible.
I ain't gonna get
back to it.
I ain't gonna take the business no more. I'm good.
Nah. But that was a good episode. I like what y'all was saying, especially about the Falcons shit, man. I'm glad that y'all got out y'all chest. A lot of kids and co-workers and friends that got to deal with y'all attitudes and shit like that. So that's dope. Glad to see that. You got a bar before we get out of here?
You know I don't have one.
You have a bar. All right. A bar forever bar would be. Hold on. Here he is. We can close the show out right now. We're giving a bar. I know you got one.
My bad, y'all, man. I had to goddamn take care of some bit naive. But bar forever bar. Okay. Shit, man. Hold on.
I got with you.
Go ahead.
This year taught me a lot. And one thing it taught me so far this year was take advantage of all 24 hours. So put yourself in position to be efficient for 24 hours, because this shit is, you look up and it's somewhere else. It ain't where it's supposed to be at. Far away the time. So if I can say anything, just be more mindful of the time you're spending. Spend it the right way. It's not always a waste of time when you spend having fun with your family and friends, opposed to doing work. Yeah, work is important, but getting that charge, that reset is definitely important. So hope everybody have great Thanksgiving. They spend their time with their family and loved ones and the ones they're thankful for sure.
For sure.
That's my bar.
For sure. That's it, man. That's love, man. Ball forever, man. Sign out, man. We're gonna tap back in, get in here soon. Love.
Ball forever. Y'all be good now.
We got the same 24, ho.